Instruction in new guitar and mandolin, short distance hauling, and varicose veins reduced. She's the one that spins his recommends me, the kind of man sister. Just snatching up, don't forget to bring
Mrs. Levi?
Oh, Mr. Kemper, the artist. You know, I'm an artist myself. I do those silhouettes with the scissors and the black paper.
Mrs. Levi, the train for Yonkers leaves in 5 minutes, and if we don't get there on time...
But we will, Mr. Kemper. And not only will Horace Van de Gelder give you permission to marry his niece Ermengarde, but he will also be dancing at your wedding, because I happen to be engaged in finding a second suitable wife. What he really wants is someone steady to clean the house. You know, as my late husband Ethel Levi used to say, marriage is a bride to make a housekeeper think she's a householder.
I know all about it, Mrs. Levi. Half of New York says he's going to propose to Miss Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is exactly why I'm on my way to Yonkers this morning, Mr. Kemper, and can carry on your case, knock off 4 lubberns with one stone or whatever. Throw with and all. Oh, well. What do you think of that? I've got nothing here to pay my train fare with. Only large bills, 5s and 7s.
I'm sure I've got some spare change here somewhere, Mrs. Levi. I only hope this isn't a wild goose chase.
Oh, and speaking of poultry, I'm also available for fresh Jersey eggs, surgical corsets reboned, ears pierced, piercers replugged.
Mrs. Levi! Tell me, Mrs. Levi, what's in all this for you?
A living, Mr. Kemper. Well, some people paint and some sew. I meddle. I have always been a woman who arranges things for the pleasure and the profit it derives. Oh, I have always been a woman who arranges things like furniture and daffodils and lives. When a man with a timid tongue, a girl with a diffident air, why should the tortured creatures beat around the bush when heaven knows Mother Nature only needs a little push? So I put my hand in there, I put my hand in here, and a girl over 6'3" loves a man who comes up to her ear. Surely it's obvious she'll never be seduced to some kind soul condescends to give her bow a little boost. So I put my hand in there, I put my hand in here. I have always been a woman who arranges things. It's my duty to assist the Lord above. Oh, I have always been a woman who arranges things. Well, like luncheon parties and poker games and love. My aplomb at cosmetic art turned it from to a trompe l'œil. She had a countenance a little bit like Scrooge, but today means where the Lord himself applied the rouge. So I put my hand in there. Get a window seat, order some lunch, and I will meet you on board. Ephraim Levi, I'm going to get married again. I'm going to marry Horace Vandergeller for his money and send it circulating among the people like rainwater, the way you have taught me. And I want a sign from you sometime today that you approve. Oh, now there'll be nothing in the sense of the marriage that we had, but I shall certainly make him happy. And I'm tired, Ephraim. I'm tired of living from hand to mouth, so I want that sign.
Mrs. Levi!
Sometime today. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Kemper. We'll make that train. We'll get to Yonkers. You will marry Ermengarde. Just leave everything to me. For when my little pinky wiggles, some young maiden gets the giggles. Then I make my knuckles active. Ma, he says she's so attractive. Then I move my index digit, and they both begin to fidget. Then I clench my palm. The preacher reaches some when I put my hand in there.
you're too young to be in love with anybody. Here, take this.
I'm not too young. I'm 17. In another year, I'll be an old maid.
Dare to be an old maid, Ermengarde, and I'll cut you off without a cent. Now stop crying in front of the store.
I can't help it. I'm so unhappy.
Well, then you'll go a week while in New York where you won't be noticed. Now go upstairs and pack your trunks. And don't get any tears on the locks. I just had them oiled. Cornelius, Barbie!
You stand, Mr. Vanderbilt?
I did. I have news for you both. I'm going to New York this afternoon to march in the 14th Street Association parade. And when I come back, you're going to have a mistress.
But I'm too young, Mr. Vandergelder.
Not yours, hell and damnation, mine! I mean, I'm getting married again. And on this occasion, I promote you, Cornelius Hackle, to chief clerk.
Well, what am I now, Mr. Vanderbilt?
You're an impertinent fool, that's what you are. And I'm promoting you from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any more questions?
Yes.
What?
Does chief clerk get one evening off a week?
So that's how you thank me for your promotion, isn't it? No. You'll attend the store as usual. Now get back to work. And don't forget to put the lid on the sheepdip. Evenings off marrying artists. Foolishness. 99% of the people today are fools. And the rest of us are in greater danger of contamination. Why? I was once young, which was foolish, got married, which was foolish, and was poor, which was more foolish than anything else. Then my wife died, which was foolish of her. I grew older, which was sensible of me. I became rich, friendless and mean. And in Yonkers, that's about as far as you could go. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Why a man with such good sense should be doing anything as crazy as getting married again? Well, the answer's simple. This house without a woman is like an empty shell. And pretty dirty, too. It takes a woman all powdered and pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft-dressed in fingers for dumping the ashes. Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. A frail young maiden who's constantly there for washing and brewing and shoeing the mare. And it takes an angel for setting the table and weaning the Guernsey and cleaning the stable. Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. And so she'll work until infinity. We cheers for femininity. Rock, F-E-M-I-T-Y. And in the winter she'll shove the ice and lovingly set out the trap for the mice. She's a joy and treasure, and practically speaking, to whom can you turn to when the plumbing is leaking? To that dainty woman, that fragile woman, that sweetheart, that mistress, that wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a husky woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
congratulations.
What?
Congratulations, Mr. Van de Gelder. All New York is buzzing with the news that you've practically proposed, Rahway Malloy, while the streets are lined with eligible young ladies just prostrate with grief. All my congratulations and sympathy.
Sympathy?
Oh, did I say that? No, a slip of the tongue, that's all. No, I'm delighted with the happy news. I mean, after all, she wasn't uneasy to unload. By that, I mean, you know what the people said, although I would never believe the rumors. No, I didn't.
Rumors? What rumors?
Oh, nothing to get upset about, Mr. Van de Gelder. I mean, according to all known facts, her first husband passed on quite naturally. It's just he went so sudden. A few spoons of chowder she made special for him and, poof! Oh, no, nobody can happen to anyone. No, there's no truth in it at all.
Now, hold on
Just
a minute.
one word of advice, Mr. Van de Gelder. Eat out.
You mean to say that?
I mean to say nothing, Mr. Van de Gelder. Just friendly advice. Keep away from the chowder. Oh, by the way, she's ordered her wedding gown beautiful. You should see it. Black. Well, as I said before, Mr. Van de Gelder, congratulations on your forthcoming nuptials, and may you rest in... I mean, may guardian angels watch over you both, particularly at dinner.
Now, hold on, Miss Levi. You introduced me to Miss Malloy, and rumors or not, I intend to call on her this afternoon as scheduled.
Oh, very well, Mr. Van de Gelder. Then there's nothing more for me to do but to go back to New York and tell the other girl, the heiress, not to wait.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. A word. Heiress.
Particulars, Miss Levi, particulars. Her name.
Her name? Money. Ernestina Money.
What a lovely, lovely name.
Oh, picture her, if you will. Hair as shiny as a newly minted dime. Eyes as big and round as silver dollars. Skin as soft and moss as an old greenback.
I could feel her name.
Age 19, weight 102, waist 47.
Waist 47?
That's with the money belt. Now, I can arrange for you to meet this Ernestina this very afternoon.
I ain't got time, Miss Levi. I have to take my niece Ermengarde to New York until she gets to St. Ambrose Kemper.
I could do that for you. I know just how to handle such things.
Then I'm marching the 14th Street Parade.
Oh, what a coincidence. Guess who's been chosen to ride on the main float? The speed of 14th Street. Miss Money. Her mother was a cash, you know.
All right, Miss Levi, I'll meet Miss Money at the parade, but I still intend to pay one more call to Miss Malloy first.
Oh, dear, what races you make me run. Very well, then, Mr. Van de Gelder. I'll meet you on that bench in front of Mrs. Malloy's hat shop at 2:30 as usual.
One more thing, Miss Levi. Suppose I decided against Miss Malloy and didn't like Miss Money neither.
Well, then, I do happen to have one more name on my list. A name as well as I know my own, but we won't worry about that now. It'll come up by itself all in good time. Don't you worry about that. Oh, but wait until you see Ernestina Horace. A vision, a dream.
It takes a woman all powdered in pink to joyously clean out the drain, the sink. And it takes an angel for setting the table and weaning the Guernsey and cleaning the stable.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. You know, Ephraim, I think I'll have this room done over in blue wallpaper. Yes, in blue. Ermengarde, Ambrose, I'm coming up. We've got plans to make.
Chief clerk. Promoted from chief clerk to chief clerk. And if I'm good in 10 years, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. 33 years old, and I still don't get an evening free. When am I going to begin to live?
You can live on holidays, Cornelius.
Do you remember what we did last Christmas? All those canned tomatoes went bad and exploded, and you and I cleaned up the mess all afternoon. You call that living?
No.
Barnaby, you and I are going to New York.
You mean to close the store?
Uh-huh.
Cornelius, you can't do that.
Well, I have to. Some of my rotten tomato cans are going to explode.
Holy cabooses, how do you know?
I'm gonna light this candle under them. That's how I know. They'll make sure the smell customers won't be able to come into the place for 24 hours. That'll give us an evening off. We're going to New York, Barnaby, and we're gonna live. We're gonna spend some money. We're gonna have a good meal. We're gonna be in danger. We're gonna be arrested.
Holy cabooses!
And one more thing, Barnaby. We are not coming back to Yonkers until we've each kissed a girl.
Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
I'm 33 years old, Barnaby. Gotta begin sometime.
I'm only 17. It isn't that urgent for me yet.
New York, Barnaby. Elevated trains, the lights of Broadway, the stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum.
A stuffed whale?
A stuffed whale, what do you say?
Yes, Cornelius, yes!
And now, the first thing to do is to make you financially independent. I know I'll find your job. Can you dance?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Levi. I paint.
Well then, my card.
Mrs. Dolly Levi. Painters taught how to dance.
Yes. Now there's a man, Rudolph Weisenweber at the Morty Gardens restaurant on 14th Street. I'll give you a note for him and we'll see if he can't have you signed up in the polka contest tonight. The prize is a week's engagement in a solid gold cup. Oh, the cups we won, Ephraim and me.
Now hold on, Mrs. Levi. No fiancé of mine is gonna step foot in a cafe. And I'm not surprised to say that. I'm surprised to know that you have acquaintances in such places.
Not acquaintances, Mr. Kemper, just friends. Dear friends from days gone by. My late husband, Ephraim Levi, and I believed in life in any place you can find it. Cafes, ballrooms, why yes, even theaters. Even when times were bad, every Saturday night, like clockwork, down those steps at the Ramona Gardens restaurant we came, Ephraim and me.
Well, it's all very nice to work there, Mrs. Levi. To come down like clockwork, Mrs. Levi, but you're asking in regard to work there.
It's the only way to show horrors down together, we mean business. Now, you go down to the restaurant this afternoon and say Mrs. Levi sent you. And incidentally tell Rudolph that I want a table for 2 and a chicken for 8 o'clock tonight.
The bottom row looks all right, Cornelius. Now put the can on the ones on top. They're swelling like they're ready to burst. Holy cabooses! I can smell it.
Let's get dressed, Barnaby. We're going to New York. Out there's a world outside of Yonkers. Way out there beyond this hick town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby. Out there, full of shine, full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. There's lots of world out there. Get out your brilliantine and dime cigars. For I can feel adventure in the evening air. Girls in white in our perfume night, with our lights so bright as the stars. Put on your Sunday clothes, we're gonna ride through town. In one of those new horse-drawn open cars. We'll see the shows at Delmonico's and we'll close the town in our world. And we won't come home until we've kissed a girl.
When on Sunday clothes, when you feel down and out, strut down the street and have your picture took. When you grown, their dreams will always turn about. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel as fine as you look. Beneath the parasol, the world is all a smile that makes you feel brand new down to your toes. Get out your feathers, your packs and leathers, your beads and ruffles and bows. Boys come with Monday in your Sunday clothes.
Come on, baby. We're going to New York. Elevated trains on the way. The
marriage, I tell you. What marriage? Oh, I thought you knew. Well, the marriage Mrs. Levi is arranging between Mr. Horace Vanderbilt, the well-known youngster half a millionaire, and my dear boy, my friend, Miss Irene Malloy. Although, if you ask me, he'd never take the place of her late husband, Mr. Peter Malloy. May he rest in peace wherever he is. I'm not so sure. Oh, it's all too much with late husbands and new husbands. And on top of everything else, Miss Mortimer returning the same hat for the third time. Same old story. More cherries and feathers. Cherries and feathers? To catch a bow, I suppose. Although, if you ask me, she'd do much better with a nice heavy veil. I told her, ribbons down her back, so we'll be wearing the sun to catch a gentleman's eyes. But she'd have none of it. More cherries and feathers she wants. And on today of all days when poor dear Miss Malloy has enough in her mind. What with?
With what, Minnie?
And as I was saying, Miss Malloy, I could bite out my tongue for the things I've said, and the things I'm going to say. But as long as I've gone this far, I might as well go all the way. Why?
Say it, Minnie. Why have I decided to marry Horace Vandergelder?
Oh, Miss Malloy, I didn't ask you that. I would rather down the rack than ask you such a personal question.
I am marrying Horace Vandergelder for one reason and one reason alone, Minnie. To get out of the millinery business.
I hate hats. Mrs. Malloy!
And I can no longer stand being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it.
Oh, Miss Malloy!
Oh, don't protest, Minnie. All millionairesses are suspected of being wicked women. That's why I can't go to balls or restaurants or theaters. That's all the proof they need. Take my word for it, Minnie. Either I marry Horace Vanderbilt or break out of this place like a fire engine. Oh dear, Miss Mortimer again?
Miss Mortimer, I'll take care of it.
Wait, Minnie. No. You can make another hat for Miss Mortimer if you like. I'm wearing this one myself.
Oh, Miss Malloy, you can't. You're a widow, and that hat, well, it's provocative. That's what.
Is it, Minnie? Well, who knows who might walk into the shop today? And provocative may just be what I want to be.
Oh, Miss Malloy!
I'll be wearing ribbons down my hair this summer, blue and green and streaming in the yellow sky. So if someone special comes my way this summer, he might notice me passing by, and so I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July, because a breeze might stir a rainbow behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye, and he might smile and take me by the hand this summer, making me recall how lovely love can be. And so I will proudly wear ribbons down my back, shining in my hair, that he might notice me.
Malloy. Wild horse can make me ask the next question I'm going to ask. But I'm going to ask it anyhow. Do you love Horace Vandergelder?
No, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my share of love. And I'm not saying I was shortchanged, but once is enough for a woman, as long as it's true love. And it was that. Minnie, look! There's two men staring at the shop. Men? Why, I do believe they mean to come in here. Men? In the shop? Oh, Miss Malloy, what shall we do? Do? Why, flirt with them, of course. I'll give you the short one.
Oh, Miss Malloy, you with all that talk about love.
Oh, love I've had enough of, Minnie. It's a bit of adventure I could do with now. We'll get them all heated up, and then drop them cold. It'll be good practice for married life. Now, you go back into the workroom, Minnie. I know a few ways we could perk up our appearances. Besides, a little wait will only make them nervous, and easier for us to make sure that...
Oh, he's a vampire!
Vampire! And so, I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July, because a breeze might stir a rainbow behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye. Oh, Minnie, we'll get an adventure out of this one yet.
We'll get an adventure out of this yet, Barnaby. All day long we wander around New York and nothing happens. Then we come to the quietest street in the city and suddenly...
Vandergelder!
Is he still out there? Go look.
He's sitting right out there on a bench. Are you sure this is an adventure, Cornelius?
Oh, you don't have to ask, Barnaby. When you're in one, you'll know it, all right? How much money have you got left?
Not much. 40 cents for the train ride back. 30 cents for dinner. And 20 cents to see the whale. 90 cents. Why?
When those women come out, we'll have to pretend to be customers. Yeah, customers, that's it. Maybe the best thing to do is have them think that we're rich. That way we won't have to spend anything. We're just two men about town looking for hats for ladies. Good afternoon, miss.
Malloy.
Here, Cornelius hat.
Here, Barnaby Tucker.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, well, you see, we're two hats about ladies looking for towns in... We want a hat. For a lady, of course, and everybody said to go to Miss Malloy's because she's so pretty. I mean, her hats are so pretty.
And so reasonable as under $1, which would still leave us enough to see the whale.
You've got to pay him no mind, man. He's come all the way from Yonkers, New York to see this stuff well, and he's all excited. Go out there and look on the street, Barnaby. Maybe you'll see it pass by.
Is it big and brown with little eyes?
Yes.
It's sitting right on the bench.
Excuse me, Mr. Hacker, but did you say Yonkers?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Yonkers, and forgive me for saying this, but you should see Yonkers. By that I mean perhaps Mr. Malloy would like to see Yonkers too?
Oh, I'm a widow, Mr. Hacker.
You are? Barnaby, she's a widow! Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure Mr. Malloy would have enjoyed Yonkers, I mean, especially in that hat. I mean, on you, of course, not Mr. Malloy, may he rest in peace. You're Catholic, aren't you? Oh, don't let that worry you. I'll be willing to change. Miss Malloy, if you should happen to have a Sunday friend in the near future, I'd be more than pleased to show you Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Hacker, I might be there sooner than you think. Well, you see, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
You do?
Perhaps you know him.
Perhaps you do.
Although it's always so silly to ask in cases like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Mr. Vandergelder.
Horace Vandergelder?
Vandergelder's hay and feed?
Do you know him?
Oh, no! No!
Oh, Mr. Vandergelder is a well-liked and substantial man, they tell him.
Fine man indeed. Miss Malloy has only one fault. He's hard as nails.
Cornelius, I think...
Perhaps your friend might like this one.
Look out!
What do you think?
Baby! begging your pardon, Miss Malloy.
Gentlemen, what are you doing?
I'll explain everything later. Please, just help us, Miss Malloy.
Mr. Hackle, get out of there this minute!
Where's this could be, Miss Malloy? I swear.
Oh, Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, I insist you both get out of there, or else I'll be forced to call for Officer Gorgon. Mr. Vandergelder!
Miss Malloy, I don't suppose Miss Levi's here, is she? She was supposed to meet me out on the bench 10 minutes ago. Well, she could just come looking for me if she comes. When I make an appointment with somebody, I expect them to be on time. Here's a present for you. Chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled, the expensive kind. Now, did I just see you talking to two men?
Men? Men, Mr. Vandergelder? Now, what would men be doing in a ladies' hat shop? Now, let's go back into my workroom. I'm so anxious for you to see it.
I saw it last week.
So you did? Well, how's the hand-feed business? I hear you have 3 friends, all hard as nails.
What on earth are you talking about?
Yonkers! I hear it's a very beautiful city.
Who may I ask been talking about Yonkers?
Nobody, a friend.
What friend?
Well, you see,
He?
a customer, Mr. Vandergelder. Someone quite well-to-do, as a matter of fact. He was just in here buying hats for ladies. Perhaps you know him. Although it's always so foolish to ask in cases like this, isn't it? It's a Mr. Cornelius Hackle.
Did you say Hackle?
Why, yes.
He helps me, my head clerk, that's all. Miss Malloy, I demand an explanation.
And I'm going to give it to you. Why shouldn't she know Cornelius Hackle? Why, everyone in New York knows Cornelius Hackle. He's here at the operas and all the fashionable homes. Why, he's at the Harmonia Gardens 3 times a week.
Impossible. He's only got $146.35 and I keep it in my own shape.
Mr. Vandergelder, you're killing me. He's one of the Hackles. They built the canal.
What canal?
The Panama. Both.
Impossible, ain't the same man.
Who took the horses out of Jenny Lynn's carriage and pulled her through the streets? Cornelius Hackle. And who dressed up as a waiter at the Fifth Avenue Hotel and dropped an oyster down Mrs. Astor's? Oh, I shouldn't say it, but it was Cornelius. He's a playboy of New York. Now, Irene, don't deny it. I can see you were taken with him just like everybody else.
Dolly.
Excuse me.
Of course. I've only met him once in my life. Really, I am no expert when it comes to Mr. Hackle. Hold yourself! Hold yourself!
There's a man in that closet.
No, Mr. Vandergelder, you can't. It's too dangerous.
No man who has a ladies' closet to frighten me. Stand aside, Miss Levi.
No man indeed. Oh, I'm sure you make short work of any man. Those muscles, I can see them now rippling back and forth under your coat. Ripple, 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 back and forth.
For the last time, Miss Levi, stand aside.
Stand indeed, Mr. Vandergelder. That's exactly what the law courts wants to know when you're accused of entering that closet without a search warrant. Why, what do you stand for if you don't stand for the law of this great land? I know what I stand for. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hotline for orphans. Take off your hat, sir. Fancy Russ's flag is passing through. You see him on the hill of Gettysburg. Need that great triumphant arm. If you see him as he's tramping through the great solemn step, march, march, march.
Has this not affected you, sir? I came here at the age of 14 from a land which oppressed my people, and I must echo here what was said by that great and patriotic American.
Miss Malloy!
All right, Mr. Hacker. There is a man in this closet.
What the devil is...
And another one under that table. And there also happens to be a perfectly simple explanation. But for now, good afternoon. Oh, good Lord, the homeroom's crawling with men. I'll never get over it. So I take it I'll see you later this afternoon, Mr. Van de Gelder?
You certainly will, Miss Levi, with a certain young lady at the end of the 14th Street Association parade. Good day, Miss Malloy.
Oh, Miss Malloy, I can explain everything, I swear.
Mr. Hacker, I do not wish to hear any explanations. Just you and Mr. Tucker, do me the pleasure of leaving my shop at once, or else I will send for Officer Garland. Well, if you ask me, Irene, calling officers letting them off too easy. The law courts, that's where they belong. I've been counting up the legally offenses these two have committed, and believe me, you've got grounds for at least 2 writs, a non-com mismentence, and a garnished ship. Now, the first thing to do is to show that you've tried to settle this amicably first. Have dinner with them.
Dinner?
Is that absolutely necessary at all? It's the way things are done in the law, Irene. Dinner first and garnishing afterwards. Well, if it must be, Mr. Hackle, you and Mr. Tucker may take Miss Fay and myself out to dinner.
Delighted, Miss Malloy. I speak for Barnaby, too. Now I know there's a great restaurant on the railway station that I can take you to.
Railway station? Oh no, Mr. Hackle. If the Harmonia Gardens is good enough for your fashionable friends, it's certainly good enough for us.
Oh, no, we couldn't go there. I mean, it isn't the money or anything like that. It's just that it's the...
It's the whale.
It's the well. No, it isn't the well, Barnaby. It's the dancing. Yes, the dancing. See, they have dancing in a place like that. Exhibitions, contests, and I don't know how. It will take me weeks, months, years to learn. Miss Dolly Levi, 33-year-old chief clerks, taught how to dance.
Yes, now it's simple. You put one arm here and one arm here.
It's no use, Miss Levi. I have absolutely no sense of rhythm.
Absolutely no sense of rhythm is one of the primary requirements for learning by the Gallagher-Levi method. Now just give me 5 minutes of your time, Mr. Hackle, and I'll have you dancing in the streets. Now we'll start with lesson 7, the waltz, kick, turn. Now it's simple, just follow right after me. It's right foot touch, left foot touch, under, back, around, touch, back, through, around, behind, out, over, release, unfurl. Oh, that's wonderful. When I think of all the lucky women who will find heaven in your arms. Let's go back to lesson 1. Put your hand on her waist and stand, with her right in your left hand. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look, I'm dancing. Oh, well, I was.
Of course you were, Mr. Hackle. Take the someone whose arms you're in. Hold on to her tight and spin. And
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow! I'm dancing!
Turn around, try floating through the air. Can't you be a little more aesthetic?
Don't you think my dancing has a policy of flair?
The word I think I'd use is athletic.
For my heart is about to burst. My head is about to pop. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop? Look at me, everybody. I really sport.
You're next, Mr. Tucker. Glide and step and then step and glide.
And everyone, stand aside!
If you were to be for sale, or the temple filled with passion seething.
I'm a join the course of the Castle Garden Show!
Well, whatever you do, for God's sake,
I'm fine. My daughter Fanny got married, you know.
Oh, did she?
A year ago last September. It's been a long time since you lived here, Mrs. Levi. Such a long, long time.
Let me go, Ephraim. It's been long enough. Every evening for all these years, I've put out the cat, I've locked the door, I made myself a little untidy. And every evening before I went to bed, I said a prayer, thanking the Lord that I was independent, that no one else's life was mixed up with mine. Then one night an oak leaf fell into my Bible. I placed it there when you asked me to marry you, Ephraim. A perfectly good oak leaf, but without color and without life. And then I realized that I was like that leaf. For years I had not shed a tear, nor been filled with the wonderful hope that something or other was going to turn out right. And so I decided to join the human race, Ephraim. And I want you to give me away. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get in step while there's still time left. Before the parade passes by.
Mrs. Levi! Come along! Cornelius is taking us down to see the 14th Street Parade. Everybody will be there.
Why, Irene, you're crying.
Oh, Dolly, the world is full of wonderful things. Come with us, Dolly.
I will, Irene. I will. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's highlight. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I had enough of just passing by life. Oh, with the rest of them, with the best of them, I can hold my head up high. For I gotta go again, I gotta drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again. Before the parade passes by. Look at the crowd up ahead. Listen, hear that brass harmony go. Crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing.
Levi. She's beautiful. She's everything you said and more. Hold on, Miss Money. I'm coming. I'm on my way. Hey, you, bring her back here. I pay for that girl. I want her right here. Mrs. Levi, what is the meaning of this?
Nothing to get upset about, Mr. Van Gelder, just a last-minute substitution. Miss Money had a sudden urgent business appointment at the Mint. They ran a little short, so she's helping out. But don't you worry, she'll meet you at the Moody Gardens restaurant at 8 o'clock tonight.
That's the most expensive restaurant in this city.
Oh, and well, it should be, and what food! And the fastest waiters in New York. Oh, by the way, I might be a little late, so Miss Money will meet you in front of the restaurant. Oh, wait until you see her horse, all in buttercup yellow and baby pink shoes. You couldn't miss her even if you tried.
All right, Dolly Levi, I'll be there. But only because I paid for this introduction, and I might as well get my money's worth. But Dolly Gallagher, you are now discharged as my marriage broker. Do you understand that, Dolly? You are now discharged as my marriage broker. You are a woman just like anyone else.
Ephraim, he's as good as mine. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old time before the parade. Has
I mean, it isn't the money or anything, it's just that nowadays, really elegant people never take hacks.
Hacks is out.
They all go by streetcar.
J.P. Vanderbilt. Diamond Jim Morgan.
Well, then by all means, a streetcar. Imagine, I've been out all my life and never even knew it.
Now, of course, if you really want to be elegant,
We do.
you walk.
Yes, New York, it's really us born to be and
Cornelius.
what a knack there is to that acting like a born aristocrat. We got elegance if you ain't got elegance, you can never ever have it. It's all
Who are well-bred agree beneath a has pedigree. Silver spoons were used for feeding us. We got elegance if you ain't got elegance, you can never ever have it. It's all don't speak of it, savoir-faire. Really of it, some were born with rags and patches, but
We use dollar bills for matches and
J.P. Morgan's bricks and bows to us.
we got elegance. We were born with elegance.
Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer never moves? Oh, of course. Mrs. Malloy?
Yes, Mr. Howard?
As we enter the Harmonia Gardens, may I
Yes, Mr. Howard?
may I put my arm around your waist?
Yes, Mr. Hatt. But I might as well warn you. A corset is a corset.
Now, can you weep a little faster? You're throwing me off there. Faster. That's it.
Sweet Rosie O'Grady, my sweet little rose.
I trust you are finding these tales satisfactory. The private dinings cost a bit more, but they do afford the best view of the
$1.40, Cornelius. That's all we got left.
Are you sure? Count it again.
Prepare yourself for a big night. We're out with two of New York's best known.
I was wrong, Cornelius. It's only $1.35. I'll count it again.
No, don't. We can't afford it.
I'm going to order everything on the menu. Waiter!
Mrs. Levi mentioned nothing of you bringing
Personal physician. That's not rouge, doctor.
But Mrs. Levi, you ordered chicken for two.
Chickens are dear.
Un patin soup to shore.
Why did you tell me this is an oriental establishment? Well, I have 2 bowls right now. Get out. Now, Miss Money, I hear you carry large sums of money in your belt.
Yeah, $2 only. It's in my garter.
Thank you.
There's 4 glasses of beer, loaves from yesterday's bread, and some cheese.
Yesterday's bread. Oh, Cornelius, now I know why you keep having New York and stitches all the time. Maybe have you ever eaten pheasant?
Pheasant?
Ashamed of me or something?
Oh no, it's not that at all. I feel slightly chill, that's all.
Why didn't you say so? Here, I'll give you this. Now, let's order something till the rice comes. Waiter! I'm going to order a roast suckling pig with chestnut and what's the stuffing? Some cheese fondue. Some lady fingers. Now what are you gonna have?
Wait a minute, no wine.
No wine?
Champagne.
Champagne!
It's once in a lifetime, Barnaby. Champagne, Neapolitan and ice cream, and hot house peaches. And Barnaby, give the band leader a nickel and tell him to play 2 hours. We want music while we got.
Vandals don't dance, Miss Money, or Presbyterian.
Well, fine then. I'll dance myself. You go tell him to give the band leader $2 and tell him to play something fine like. I'm gonna do the hoochie coochie.
Okay, Cornelius, I'll send for the band, but promise me you won't order anything else.
All right, Miss Money, you wait here, and I'll tell him to play a nice waltz. Here, you get the band and tell him to play a nice waltz. Hey, that's what I want! Hey, you want dancing in my
Pheasants for the house. And don't worry about seeing that whale. I'm going to buy one of my own.
Sir!
Yes, sir, just as you said. On the nose, up pulls a carriage carried by 6 white horses with scarlet plumes. And then out comes a tall lady, the biggest handmaid I ever saw.
It's true, y'all. She just stepped out of the golden white carriage with like 6 white horses wearing big scarlet plumes. Oh, it didn't speak to her. That is bad. Oh, my God. I can't believe you.
Sir, Rhodey! She's here!
Dolly, and I demand an explanation on that.
Ernestina.
Exactly.
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to do the hoochie-coochie thing.
Well, she always was artistic. Horace, I want to sit right down front. There's a dance in the competition I particularly want you to meet. Now, don't let's say another word about it. I'm as shocked as you are. I can't even think of how to word.
What you want, a chicken? Now about that hoochie-coochie girl.
Did you say a chicken? Oh no, I don't think I faced a chicken today, not after what happened.
What are you doing now?
Oh, nothing. Just looking the place over. Getting acquainted with the surroundings.
That's the problem with you, Dolly Gallagher, always putting your nose to other people's affairs. Anybody who would marry you would be as nervous as a cat.
What? What's that you're saying?
I said anybody who would marry you would be...
Horace Van Gelder, get that thought right out of your head this minute. Why, I'm shocked you even mentioned such a thing. Understand once and for all that I have no intentions of marrying you.
You misunderstood me.
Well, I certainly do hope not. Horace Van Gelder, you go your way and I'll go mine. I'm not some Irene Malloy whose head can be turned by a few chocolate-covered peanuts unshelled. Why, the thought of you even suggesting such a thing.
I didn't suggest that at all.
But if I had any intentions of marrying again, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. Oh, however, we won't discuss the matter anymore. Here's a waiter with our food. Also, Mr. Van Gelder Rudolph. Now, here's some white meat for you. And some dumplings lighter than they are. Oh, and some giblets. Very tender and very good for you. Now, as I said before, Horace, you go your way and I'll go mine. Now, start right in on the wine. I'm sure you'll feel better after once. However, since you did bring the matter up, there's one more thing I ought to say.
I didn't bring the matter up.
One more thing I ought to say before we forget about it all. Now, yes, it's true. I am a woman who likes to know everything that's going on, who likes to manage things. But I would not like to manage something that's out of control as your household. You'll have to do that yourself. Oh, God helping you.
My household's not out of control.
Very well, we won't discuss it anymore. Have some beets, Horace. They're good.
I don't like beets.
That's nice. No, Horace, a complete parson, friendless soul like you is no sort of companion for me. Now, so you salt your beets, and I'll salt mine.
Would you stop saying that?
I won't say another word.
Good.
Except this. At your age, Horace, you should enjoy hearing the honest truth.
My age? Why does it always have to be my age?
Well, I don't know what your age is, but I know that an up and yonker to the bad food and a bad temper, you'll double it in 6 months. Here, Horace, have some more beets. They're good.
I don't like beets. I hate beets.
That's nice. Now dig right in. See, Horace, the pity of it all is that you could be perfectly charming, witty, amiable man if you wanted.
I don't want to be charming.
Oh, but look at you. You can't hide it. Now sit down and let's discuss something else. But before we change the subject, there's one more thing I'm going to say.
Dolly Gallagher, if it's for me to ask you to marry me, never, not in a million years ever will I marry you.
Well, then I suppose that means you want me to ask you. Well, I'm sorry, Horace, I'm turning you down.
How can you turn me down without having asked you anything yet?
It's no use arguing. I made up your mind. Here, let me cut your wings.
I have a headache. I'm going back to my hotel.
But you can't go now. The competition's about to begin.
Here's $20 for dinner. Wait a minute. There's nothing in here but $1, 3 dimes, 5 pennies, and a button. This isn't my purse. I've lost my purse.
Barnaby, that purse you found.
Impossible. I can't imagine you without your purse.
Cornelius, it's Van Gelder's.
Stop being a turd I can't pay for.
It's Horace. It's her latest thing, a polka. And there's one dancer in the competition I particularly want you to see. Now sit down so you can better observe his graceful movement.
That dancer.
Oh, isn't he wonderful? With talent like that, he's sure
Come along, Miss Malloy. It's been a perfectly wonderful evening, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut it a bit. Excuse me, sure.
Cornelius, I said we must have a
Cornelius, we gotta go!
No, we'll dance.
Cornelius Hackle?
It's the Barely Girl.
Barbie Tucker? Hey, dog, what is going on here? Now leave it as it's your doing. I want to hear you on fire. All right, get there!
All of you, you're arrested!
That's better. Now, you've all been charged with assault and battery, disturbing the peace, inciting to riot, and several other equally serious violations of the law of the city. Now I say, is there anyone here to speak on your behalf? I say, is there anyone here to speak on your behalf? Miss Dolly Levi, counselor at law.
Your Honor, the defense